This is Adam Gorney from Rivals here with Missouri coach Eliah Drinkwitz. Not a super busy day for you today,
Yeah,
but enough happened in December. How happy are you to get through your first full one?
very happy. I mean, obviously, you had to deal with so many different things. Our core value is to always compete, so we wanted to make sure that we did it better than we've done it before. Make sure that we did a better job than we did the previous year when we came in at a certain time. And so, our focus was to sign the very best class we possibly could. We felt like we knew we needed to add maybe a few transfers, maybe a few junior college players, and then some high school freshmen, specifically in this state. And we really went out and did that. And we only had really one signee today, but we had some pretty exciting news last week with JD Perkins and getting in some transfers at mid-year. So really pleased with how this thing finished up.
I wanted to ask you about in-state. It has to be a
hmm
focus, right? It has to start there. But for
Yeah.
you personally, how important is Missouri, but then the surrounding states as well?
Yeah, I think anytime, everybody wants to recruit national and compete for everybody. I get all that, but at the end of the day, we got to start where be where your feet are, right? And we want to make sure that we take care of Mizzou first. No, it's not. It's never going to mean as much to anybody else as it does to a Mizzou football player to win the SEC East. And so that for us is where it starts. We got a great heritage of rural Missouri, of St. Louis, of Kansas City. Signing great players from all those places, and there's a lot of really good ones there. And so we want to make sure that we're signing the very best players in this state, make sure they're the right fit for us. We're able to do that. Then obviously continue some pipelines. We got into Indianapolis and got Kyron Montgomery and Dalen Carnell, which we feel really good about their potential. We got Arden Walker from Denver, which is a great natural fit for us with a direct flight from Columbia to Denver. We're able to reach into Texas and get DJ Jackson and get John Jones, who both are outstanding players. We were able to get into Florida again and find some guys. Got into Tennessee, got BJ Harris. So we did a nice job of going wherever we needed to get players, but also focus on our footprint.
Quarterback this past season was something to figure out, let's say, to bringing in
hmm
four-star Tyler Macon. How important is it? What do you like about him, and why did you go so hard for him?
Well, I think number one, he's a leader. He's got that competitive greatness about him that he's always, he wins. He wins. He throws touchdowns. He's a great commander and leader of a team. He throws a nice football. He's got all the different things. He's an accurate passer. But the number one characteristics was we loved his mental toughness and his leadership capabilities.
Dominique Lovett, how can you
Yeah.
use him?
Oh,
How do you see him?
yeah. Well, I mean, that was something we really looked at this year is, around the league, everybody's got an eraser, right? Where it's just an average play, but they end up making it a touchdown. And so we need Dom to come in and be that kind of player for us. And it's too much to put it on him like right now that's the pressure he's got to do. But we feel like he's pretty special with the ball in his hands. I think he averaged over 18 yards per catch as a junior. So he's got explosive plays written all over him, and that's what we got to utilize him as.
Treyvon Ford, like you said, local guys that you need to
Mhm.
get and keep home.
Yeah, this is a trench league. You got to win in the trenches first, and you got to be able to affect the passer with the pass rush. And obviously, Treyvon Ford can do that. He reminds us of Trajan Jeffcoat, and so that was something that we really valued. And conversely, we needed to get an offensive lineman like that, and dipped into rural Missouri and got Connor Jackson or Connor Tolson from Jackson, Missouri,
Yeah.
who is also a very dominant offensive lineman that we feel like is really going to help us in the trenches.
And then two guys you like that you got late. BJ Harris actually today, and then
Yep.
JD Perkins, like you said, a JUCO guy that can probably
Yeah.
make an impact on that back end.
Yeah. Obviously, BJ, runner up for Mr. Football in the state of Tennessee, led his team to the state championship game. Just a tremendous guy with the ball in his hands. Got the ability to make the first defender miss. And has been very productive as a running back for a long time. Obviously, JD Perkins, a guy, yeah, tremendous kid. He's been on our campus for a little over a week now, and just love his work ethic, his demeanor, his mentality, his gratefulness to be here. He's got great length size put together, and can't wait to see him develop.
Lastly, let's talk portal because it's going to be a huge factor in
Yeah.
college recruiting. Is it something that you could really take a benefit from, something that gives you a spark? How do you kind of look at it philosophy wise?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to be prepared for it. I mean, you never know exactly who's going to be in the portal and why and what their scenario and situation is. So we've actually saved three more spots to add to our class, whether that be a junior college player out of the spring or a grad transfer or somebody in the portal. But I think you have to provide yourself with roster flexibility moving forward, and you got to use it as a benefit to you. I'm not sure exactly if we all know exactly how this is going to play out in the coming years, just because of the way that the portal has been, I wouldn't say exploited, but used. And so, but we'll use it to our benefit if we can.
Great, Eli. I appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much for
Yeah,
coming
man.
on today.
Hey,
All right.
thanks. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks.